Hey guys, we are here in November, and in November, I said the theme for my quotes of the week would be gratitude and thankfulness. So I'm pulling from a rapper that I enjoy very much, T.I. He doesn't put out as much stuff here these days, but back in my day, way back in the 2000s, he was the guy. So he says, stop looking at what you ain't got and start being thankful for what you do got. That's from his song, Live Your Life, with him and Rihanna. So what he's saying here, pretty easy to understand, right? But I think this is such a big issue with thankfulness, right? If there's like keys to being more thankful for things, right? Because it's a mindset, it's an attitude, right? You can choose to focus on things that you do have and being grateful for those things. But instead, so often, I think, and this is, I think, a product of the time that we live in, and it's very much so like consuming and getting more and more and more and never being satisfied with what you have. I think that has resulted in less gratitude and just less being thankful for things overall. And but that's something you can control, right? You can control what you focus on. You can control what uh, you really think about, and it's hard because again, in America and in our society, it's not really what's being shown to you, right? That just this, hey, be thankful for what you have, and there is some room for kind of striving for more and more, but um, there's a really good book called More or Less, and I forget the author, but he wrote a good book and he very much said like, hey, until you define for yourself what is enough, like what you are satisfied with, then you're never ever going to be satisfied because there's always more, there's always better that you can get. Um, but instead, and you're never going to be thankful if you're always if you're never satisfied with what you have. So would be the start, I think, of beginning to be grateful for things that you do have is your focus, your mindset is okay. There's always going to be things that you don't have, and that's just life. That happens. But when you start focusing on what you do have, you can find yourself being a lot more grateful, and that's I think that's good for the soul. That's good for your heart to be thinking about the things that you have and being grateful for those things. And I think your mood and maybe some anxiety and other things that you might deal with might lessen if you do find yourself being more grateful for things. And so something that you can do if you do like the idea or might be saying like, oh, I need to be more grateful for things, or what you could do is, and this is a simple one, you might have heard this before, is just jot down every day. Just keep like a gratefulness or thankfulness journal of just like, hey, what am I grateful for today? You wake up and you're grateful for breath in your lungs, grateful for the ability to see, the ability to talk. There's so many things, if you really think about it, there's so many things that have been gifted to you um, that you might not always think about, right? Because you're thinking about what you don't have. So Ti here, leading us down the right path towards gratefulness, and so that's something I'm going to strive for too here this month as we get closer to Thanksgiving. So short one this week, guys, but that's all. So thanks. Let's have a great week.